Okay, the last reaction, quickly. Okay, as the name suggests, condensation. Okay, so I'm going to see a small molecule coming out. Okay, so this is the last reaction that you will learn from carbonyl, also very specific. Okay, so for this condensation reaction, we tend to react, okay, the carbonyl with NH2, and then of course with an additional group here. But the focus is on NH2. Very easy, this one. The pattern very easy to see. Water is formed, therefore it's called condensation, a small molecule coming out. Okay, so you just have to break it like that. Okay, to form the water molecule, and you join the nitrogen and carbon with a double bond. Okay, then you are very safe. You can get the structure. Okay, one specific one that always comes out in your syllabus, okay, is the 2,4-DMPH or 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. You can just use 2,4-DMPH. No need to spell out the whole thing. Okay. So this one, we are still focusing on this part of the molecule for the reaction, but you still need to remember the rest of the structure. They will ask. Okay, it is in the syllabus. So do remember the structure. Okay, you have another end here, and then of course, because it's 2,4-dinitro, okay, it is at the 2 and 4th position. Okay, short form 2,4-DMPH. Okay, so do remember. But we are looking at the highlighted pink part, okay, because that's the part that reacts, okay. Okay. Because why is this important? This is actually the chemical test for carbonyl compound, okay, both ketone and aldehyde, all right. So when ketone and aldehyde reacts with 2,4-DMPH, we get a very nice yellow PPT or yellow crystalline solid, okay.
A solution of 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine is added to each of 3 test tubes containing 2-propanol, 2-propanone, and propionic acid. An orange precipitate forms with the 2-propanone indicating the presence of an aldehyde or ketone functional group.
So I'm going to show you just the observation. Okay, just a yellow PPT or yellow crystallized solid. Okay, this is the chemical test. Okay, for ketones and aldehyde. Okay, the name of the functional group that is formed, they are known as heterazone. Okay, that means these are all heterazone. After you remove water. Okay. So these are very good, or these are chemical tests for ketones and aldehyde. Okay. And of course, break here. Alright. Break here, form water, okay, and the heterazone. Okay, so very easy. Okay? And the condition is also very easy. You don't need anything except 2,4-DMPH and then warm. Okay? So always remember, this is a chemical test. Okay? The test for carbonyl compound. Okay, so only ketones and aldehyde has a positive test. So if you are asked to differentiate between carbonyl compound and other functional group, think of this. Very easy to do. Okay. So let's practice the last 2 exercises. Okay, for the next 5 minutes. Okay. So I think most of y'all should be able to do. Okay, just quickly draw the structure. Okay. Alright, okay. So I think you know what to do. You take out the H from the hydrazine, okay, and the O from the carbonyl compound to form your water, and then you just join up this part here. Just join it up, okay, and you get your structure, okay. So then of course the opposite is true. Okay, I break this part. I put in the H here, and I put in the double bond O to get my original compound, okay, or whichever, all right, okay. So I think quite straightforward. We won't spend too much time. Okay. The next exercise, the answer could be not say very long, quite a lot of things to write. If you have no time, just take a picture. Okay. So we are looking at differentiating tests. Okay. So quickly. Okay. Quickly. ketone versus primary alcohol. Okay, so you ask yourself, what can be used? Okay, whenever we see ketone with some other functional group, I think the easiest is always 2,4-D-MPH. Okay, but there may be other options. Okay, and in this particular example, I have a lot of options. Okay, but I still prefer this, okay, as my first option. Okay, easy to write, all right, and very fast. Okay, but you, of course, you realize the ketone does have a special structure, so you can use your isoform. But because it's alcohol, so alcohol can also use PCl5. Alcohol can be oxidized, so dichromate. You want to use manganate also can, but sometimes we don't encourage manganate because there are a lot of functional groups that can be oxidized by manganate. Okay, so it shouldn't be the first thing you think of, but you want to put manganate in this case, also not wrong. Okay, then the next one, we have ketone plus aliphatic aldehyde. Okay, so when we have ketone and aldehyde, we think of toluenes, phthalenes. Okay, for aliphatic aldehyde, whether toluenes or phthalenes also can. Okay, so no issue. Then at the same time, aldehyde can be further oxidized, so also can use dichromate or even manganate. Okay, but like I say, like manganate is not always encouraged. Okay, then the next thing is ketone versus ketone. Oops. Okay, so if it's a case like this, usually one of them can undergo isoform. Okay. The other one, okay, when we see aromatic versus aliphatic for the last one, think of toluenes, phthalenes. Okay, not toluenes. Okay, toluenes can vary both. Think of phthalenes. Okay, but this aliphatic happen to be ethanol, so I can also use I2. Okay, so that is a quick practice on the different chemical tests. Okay, so quickly jot down, or I'll put it back later. Okay, the last part is just a summary. So if you are, okay, so many reactions, very lost. Okay, look at the summary. Okay, basically 2,4-D-MPH reacts with aldehyde and ketone. Okay, toluenes only the aldehyde. Phthalenes only aromatic aldehyde. And of course, the triiodomethane is a special structure. Okay, so this one serves as a summary. And for this topic, like I keep mentioning, it's not very difficult because all these reagent and condition are very specific for the carbonyl group. So it's very easy to recognize. Okay, so if you didn't manage to copy, okay, do this, all right? Okay.